Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at DOT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Also, I have two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, you can do so by going over to the official websites I linked down below, and you can donate directly to the funds, of course, if you have the ability and you want to do that. And that's pretty much it. Let's get straight into the technical analysis. So as you can see, Polkadot is currently printing a lower low on the weekly chart, and that is quite negative. Okay, so the one thing that you need to take away from this is that the lower you go and the longer you stay there, the stronger the move to the upside is going to be. The same thing, vice versa. If the longer you stay up here and the longer you stay overextended, and just the stronger the move to the downside is going to be. Look at this pullback that we had here in May, all the way from $42 down to $13, and that's in a week. Okay, so just realize that nothing's going to be going down forever and nothing's going to be going up forever. Your job is to sweep the lows, buy off of major support levels, and buy when it's very oversold. Currently, Polkadot is very oversold because if you look at the buy zone I have for you here, so anywhere from $5.62 all the way up to $6.86, you have this buy zone because in the past you have rejected this area as resistance multiple times. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So you had 7 weeks in 2020 where you rejected that as resistance, and then you broke above in January of 2021. You entered this crazy bull market, and right now you're coming back down to retest that zone as support, which is basically what you do. You break through a resistance level, you come back to retest it as support. It doesn't get more basic than that. And this is exactly what I think is happening. Now, just like we retest previous resistance levels as support levels, we do retest previous support levels as resistance. And that's exactly what we did over here. So as you can see, in August, we did have this relief rally for a month, and then we came back down even lower. So why did we run into this level as resistance? Well, first of all, this is where Bitcoin kind of ran into resistance and started pulling back down. And this is for Polkadot, this is where we bounced off of in January of 2021 after you broke out of this level, right? So you broke out, you back tested $8, $9 as support, and then you went up from there. And we haven't retested that as support. Then we lost it here in June, and then we back tested as resistance in August, and you just came back down. So this was a very tradable event, and I did tell you guys, I was warning everyone back in August and talking about all the events upcoming. And for those of you who listened and who pay attention to the news, they had some nice trades, and I had a couple of nice trades as well. So right now, the important thing for us is to break through the 20 EMA on the weekly chart. I don't think that's going to happen in the next month, but as we all know, October and November are typically bullish months. So there is a chance that we might have an impulsive move to the upside, and even we can break the 20 EMA, because as you can see, Cosmos Atom did that. And Atom is one of the most bullish assets right now on the market. Its chart is amazing. So let's see what our potential 1.618 target would be on the Fibonacci retracement if we broke through the August high. Okay, let me just get that perfectly. There we go. So you have your swing low here in September. You have your swing high in August. If you break the swing high in August, you're going to be looking at the 1.618 level here at $13.12. Okay, so that is from where we are right now as of recording this video. That's a very nice 103% trade. I think that's nice for, in 5-6 weeks. I think that's a very nice trade. But keep in mind that at the beginning of November, we have another FOMC meeting happening very soon. That's in less than a month. and we may get more bad news, and we may get, you know, another increase, another interest rate hike by 75 basis points, another 75 basis points, I should say, and that's gonna be negative for the markets, and we're gonna see another drop potentially. Okay, and I'm just ready for that, and I'm gonna be ready for that when that comes, and I'm gonna buy the dips. And I would just recommend buying every single dip that you can. So you want to buy here on this red candle, you want to buy here on this red candle, you want to be buying all of this here, and then your average price is going to be somewhere down here at $7-8. That's fairly good for Polkadot, okay? Because if you're looking for the long term, in the next 2-3 years, Polkadot can be way above $200. So yeah, let's just manage our expectations, obviously, but let's also stay very patient. So jumping into the weekly on the RSI here on the Binance website, you can see that we are very near the oversold level. So I would say, based on the RSI, nothing is telling me that right now you should be selling. Okay, if you're selling at a loss, that's very stupid. Stop doing that, please, or just, you know, go and trade the S&P 500 market. Over here, you have the stochastic RSI below the index of 20, so you're oversold based on the stochastic as well, and we're coming up for that bullish cross on the stochastic, so we may actually start an impulsive move here into November, which I am expecting, to be honest with you. We may have something that's similar to this impulsive move we had back in 2021 from August into November, but back then we were in a bull market, so I don't think this is going to be the same, okay? I think we're gonna have a nice impulsive move, a nice relief rally, but not quite as bullish as this one. However, you can see that we printed the bullish cross at the end of July. We are still in this bullish cross, and the MACD and the signal line are on their way to the top above the histogram. So let's see if that can play out, and let's switch over to the TradingView chart. Moving over to TradingView, this is the daily chart. As you can see, we are in this large falling wedge. If I keep zooming out here, so you can see, there we go. We have one large falling wedge. Let me actually change the color of the wedge just so it's easier for you to see it, because the Fibonacci is white and the trend lines are white as well. It's difficult to see. So as you can see, the pink trend lines represent a large falling wedge, and inside that here, in the apex of the pattern, you do have another falling wedge, a mini version of that falling wedge. So we are in the apex of that as well. And once you're in the apex of a pattern, that just tells you that a move is going to be forced very, very soon. And a breakout from here would be very bullish. And if you can break above the pink trend line, that would be even better. And our technical target obviously is going to be somewhere here at around about $9, because that's where the smaller falling wedge was created, okay? But that's on the weekly chart. I created it on a weekly chart. That's why this part can look a bit weird. But yeah, so that's regarding this little pattern. We are also in a potential channel up pattern here. Well, not in a potential, we are in a channel up pattern here, or at least we were. And right now we're moving down below, so we're kind of losing it. And once you're in a channel up pattern, usually you do break down. And for the channel down pattern, as you can see here, once you are in a channel down pattern, you typically see a break to the upside, and that's exactly what happened here in August. So Polkadot is looking bearish in terms of, you know, losing the lows, and it's really not performing that well. But I do think this is a good time for us to be accumulating. I have a bunch of Polkadot myself, and I'm planning to buy more at some point. And we are below this buy zone, obviously, that I gave you. Okay, we are below that, so that is quite negative. We may start testing that as resistance. We're doing that right now, and you may come back down and retest the green falling wedge support or the pink's falling wedge support trend line. Either way, if that happens, that's a very nice entry point. Okay, that is a very nice entry point. And at that point, I would think that Bitcoin has bottomed, because for Polkadot to come back down here to the support of the pink trend line, or the pink trend line of the falling wedge, that would mean that Bitcoin is rapidly dropping. And I think that you know, somewhere here, or somewhere at $5.19, which is the 1.414 Fibonacci, it's, you know, somewhere in that area, that's going to be Polkadot's bottom, because there's just only so much more you can, so much so much space left down here that you can fill, because you're not going to be seeing a $2 Polkadot unless the markets are absolutely going to get wrecked for some, for some huge reason, which I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, black swan events can come out of nowhere, so you have to be ready for that. And the Fibonacci retracement that I have on the chart here is from the high in November of 2021 to the low in July of 2021, and we're basically below that low, as you can see. Once we break above that, that's going to be a bullish signal for us, and that's exactly at $10.37. So let's see if we can get above that in November/October. Thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below, and feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join me on Patreon. It's a great way to support the channel, and it's a great way for you to get a lot of exclusive content, to get in touch with me, and to send in your technical analysis video requests. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.